Welcome! So, you might have watched this video and realized that this only works on Java Edition. So in this video, I'll show you my adaptation of this build on Bedrock Edition. This is a survival-friendly build, but not so friendly on the materials department. You might want to have a wool and iron farm before the making of this build. The materials you'll need will be also in the description of this video. I'll show you how to make the default set of banners shown on Rexxstone video. But as you can see, you can experiment and try different designs and colors, so choose the one you like the most. Fortunately, you only need to make one of each card. To duplicate banners, you only need your crafting menu, and you simply place the design on the banner on the grid to duplicate them like so. Now, these are the steps of the design of each card. Unfortunately, right now there's this bug on Bedrock Edition, which once you break one banner, it doesn't return to the original stack. So the way to resolve this is to place and break all of the banners. As we can see, now they can stack on each other. We're going to use a perimeter of 8 by 13. First, we're gonna place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 blocks. We're gonna place 2 more, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 inside, and we're gonna make it one more block of weight. We're gonna place 2 blocks, a barrel, a block with a barrel on top. We're gonna go to the back. We're gonna place another 2 blocks and 2 observers like so. Now we can destroy those 2 blocks. We can now destroy these 4 blocks. Go under the barrel, place a hopper. To that hopper we're gonna connect 2 more hoppers like so. And to those we're gonna connect another 2 more hoppers. Behind these observers we're going to make a 4x2 platform. We're gonna place 2 blocks, 2 droppers look into each other, like so, 2 comparators, 2 pistons with observers like so. We're going to place a random block on each. Now we place 2 blocks, another block, a repeater, a torch. We're going to make another platform, but in this one we're gonna place a torch, a block over there. We make an L-shaped redstone circuit and 2 pistons above the observers. If we grab a banner and place it in front of the observer, the one aside it will move. When an observer breaks a banner, it will go directly to this hopper. For the next part, we're going to look at the right observer, go under the platform and place 2 blocks. From the last block, we make a chain of hoppers like so. They should be under the first hoppers with a gap between them. Under this hopper we place 3 blocks. We break these 2. We place 2 droppers looking upwards. Then a temporary block, and we make a line of 6 blocks. On each block we place a comparator. We place a block in front of each comparator, a temporary block, a piece of glass, and we make a row of glass. Temporary block, another 2 blocks, we break this, and we continue the same pattern. Now we place rest and dust on each block. We place a temporary block, a piston, and we make a row of pistons, but in the end a block of obsidian. On each piston we place a redstone torch. Now, on each comparator we're going to connect a hopper to it. They should look like this. After it, we connect a hopper to the lowest dropper, and we connect a row of hoppers like so. By going under the machine, we now connect a row of hoppers to the last row we made. And all of this should look like this. This sorting system is the one shown on this video by the Silent Whisperer. For the next part we're going to grab 6 different stacks of items, and we'll only focus on this row of hoppers. We grab one of the stacks and we place 1 block on each lot. We need to make sure to leave the rest on the first one. The items will flow until the 41 mark. We are going to make the same process with the hoppers next to it. If we made everything correctly, it should look like so, and all of the remaining items will be in this dropper. For the next part, we're going to place 3 blocks, break this, we place an observer like this, we place 1 block over here, a repeater, a block on top of it, a comparator, rest and dust, 2 blocks over here, we place a block, we break this, another block, a repeater, and a rest and dust. Now each item of this dropper should be going through this other dropper. When it's finished, all of the items will be moved to this dispenser above. It should look like this. The design of this automatic dispenser is from this video. From this corner, we move diagonally 1 block, and we break a row of blocks until we are left with only 3 blocks of space. Now we place a piston in front of each redstone torch. Now we go inside the hole and we place an observer like so. Now a row of blocks and a row of dispensers like so. All of this should look like this. Now we can place down the ice and we surround it with glass. Make sure to leave this place free. Inside the tunnel we place a water source. And in the end of it we place down a sign. Now we can cover this and start making the water elevator. After reaching this level, we're going to place a temporary block, a block, a dispenser, a hopper, and another hopper. Now we can finish the water elevator. It's important to cover this part with glass. Now we can place water over here. We go down the tunnel and we place a bunch of kelp. And finally close the elevator. At the base now we can substitute this block to salt sand. Now all the kelp should be in this dispenser. For the recollection system, we're going to connect a hopper on the side of each dropper. Just like this. On the first hopper, we place down a barrel, and we continue placing a chain of hoppers like so. At this point, we turn left, and beside the piston, we continue the chain upwards and finish it with a double-sized chest. To finish all of this, we place down two blocks, a temporary block, a block, piece of glass, and we place Rexxstone dust. We can break this block, and we place a button on top. Now each time we press the button, a random observer should move. If you guys want to, we can place down an emerald block, a node block, and we press it 13 times to make it sound just like in Rexxstone's video. For this part, you can make an entrance and a staircase to organize the cards. As you can see, I have all of the banners in these boxes. Now we grab in order each card like this. First, with the red cards, we go to the first dropper and we place down the red cards 1 to 9. To the first hopper, we place down the cards 1 to 5. And in the other hopper we place the cards 6 to 9. We're going to make the same process with the blue cards. We grab in order 1 to 9. And we place it down on the second dispenser. On the hopper we place down the blue card 1 to 5. And in the other dropper we place down the cards 6 to 9. We're going to repeat this process with the rest of the colors. Now we need to grab the rest of the red cards and the wild card, as the same as the rest of the blue cards and the other wild card. we're going to go to the 5th dropper and place down all of these cards. On this hopper we're going to place the rest of the red cards and the wild card. And in this dropper we place down the rest of the blue cards. And we're going to repeat this process with the yellow and green cards, leaving the remaining cards on the last dropper and hoppers just like so. After finishing, we're going to grab 6 random items. It doesn't matter which ones. And we place one of them on each slot we left. Just like so. After it, we can press the button, a random piston will move, and a random card will arrive. For the preparation before starting a game, we need to press the button 7 times. That's because we need 7 cards inside the dispenser before starting any game. Now that we've finished the mechanism, we can fill up the area. It's important not to place a block in this space. For the last part, it's important to add some carpet. It can be any color you like. Also 2 sets of stairs on top of the observers. After it, it's important to cover up this area to prevent cards getting stuck. So perfect, we're finished. Now we can test the machine. I'm gonna break this wall just to make sure you guys can see what's happening. For starting the game, I'm gonna press the button 7 times to grab my own set of cards. Each player has to do it. As we can see, there are still 7 cards inside the dispenser. Now we can place a banner in front of any observer. The next player will have to place another banner of the same color or number beside of the first banner. And if you don't have any cards that match your opponent's card, you can press the button once again to grab a random card. Then you can continue player after one player doesn't have any more cards. Everyone can return their remaining cards going to this barrel. If everything went correctly, we can check the barrel down here and we can see it's empty. If it's not, there must be a problem with the cards or another object. And that'll be it. Now you can play Uno inside Minecraft. I want to thank everyone who stayed watching the whole video. It might be tedious, but as a thank you, I have a little preview of my next video.